they living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Swear these better beef with me, they never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I twiddle my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little certis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Oh, he loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They go play action on first. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. Third down. Got Mingo. It's complete. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Mingo. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Man in motion here.
Check smash. Check smash. Go street. Go.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Warriors 17.
They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg for him. That's caught for the first. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Coming left is Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Kickoff taken at the 13. And a decent return ends as they bring him down. The 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Purdy throwing here to start. That throw finds Kittle. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and short, here's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They go play action here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimize the damage the best they could. It is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running for the marker on second. A skip. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Trying the right side with Tracy. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He's got it on the bootleg. Hits his running back. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
They're going play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go. Set.
They are throwing it again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Purdy setting up that play action. Completed to his running back. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They send a man in motion. Purdy on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers working here. So third down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head. You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. It was a heck of a break. Box the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Play action now with Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants might be able to get some points late after the interception.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So that brings up second down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on third and long. Hyatt with the grab. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And this stays tied here in the second.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 14. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On the counter, McCaffrey. And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
He completes it in traffic. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down throw by Purdy. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Throwing at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the air now on 1st and 10. It's taken in by Mingo. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Got Mingo, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Back to throw now. This throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw on third down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Right up the gut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here we go.
Motioning right is Ayuk. It's a jet sweep. Big gain has them across the 40. That one hits for 30. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. The name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, the playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. He's on the move. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass cut by Tracy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 38. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
27, Giants 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming here from the 12. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Here's a give up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. McCaffrey on 3rd down. Broke through the tackle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law.